All right, y'all. Today I want to talk about the 5 altcoins that are going to absolutely moon in November 2020. Let me just clarify a little bit, guys. These are actually 5 altcoins that I myself am currently invested in. These are coins I'm holding on spot. These are coins that I am leverage trading. Okay, so I am invested in these coins. These are coins that I think are going to make me money in November. Doesn't mean these are the best coins out there. This doesn't mean these are coins that are going to 100x. But this is my strategy as I am moving forward into the month of November. And before we get into the video, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like the dang video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys, because we on this channel prioritize on technical analysis, trading, making money in crypto, trading strategies, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it, guys. The first coin I want to talk about is good old Ethereum. Good old Ethereum. Why am I so bullish on this coin? Well, if we take a look here at Market Cypher B, we can notice something. For the past few weeks, money flow has been getting quite thick on Market Cypher B on the weekly time frame, and this is a very, very bullish sign. Not only that, Ethereum has just hit a new all-time high, and if we turn on some of our fib extension levels, we can see that we have currently just broken out of a very important resistance, which was coming in at about $44,070. Okay, that is the 0.786 fib extension of this trend, and my next target for Ethereum is about $5,000. Okay, about $5,000. I think Ethereum absolutely can hit this target within the month of November, possibly even higher. And my overall target for Ethereum toward the end of the year is anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000. Now, the money flow, we can see right here, is coming thick. And the last time that we had a momentum wave at this height right here, it was back during this phase of last year's, well, I guess, yeah, still last year's. Wait, is it 2022 yet or 2021? I don't even know anymore, guys. I guess it was last year's bull trend where we were coming up. There was a momentum wave right here. And we can see that when the wave got about this high, we did start to see the VWAP come down. We did start to see this weekly red dot start to print right here. But what happened? We played a game of red dot, green dot. Okay, so if we're just going to extrapolate what happened here over to here, we can see that potentially we could come up a little bit more, consolidate a little before we hit some of these fib extension levels. I'm very bullish on Ethereum in general. Historically, I have not really held Ethereum. But when we look at the Bitcoin Ethereum pair, it is very bullish. And so I have actually taken a portion of my Bitcoin into Ethereum, and I will sell it back to Bitcoin toward the end of the bull cycle. Okay. Now, another coin that I am extremely bullish on is VeChain. VeChain. Why am I so bullish on VeChain? Well, if we look again at what's been going on here for VeChain, we can see something very, very clear, which is we had come down and we formed a very, very strong level of support right here at about 5 cents. Okay, about 5 cents. This was our resistance back in February, right? And then we had the massive bull run leading up to January that ended in April, and we crashed all the way down, right back down to this support. We tested it once, we tested it twice, we tested it 3 times. Right now, on the third time, this is the daily time frame. The third time that we tested this level of support, we actually did get a bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Now, this is a very, very, very powerful sign, and for me, it signals the end of consolidation. Okay, now money flow starts to cross to the upside here, and we get a massive move, we get a retracement, and now we're in the middle of another move. And of course, we can see that we are at a very, very strong area of resistance. Now, what makes me think that VeChain is going to break out of this resistance now? Well, first of all, we can see that even though momentum has been coming down on the daily time frame, we have these big red dots been printing, it has not really pushed the price down too low. And what that tells me is that people are accumulating VeChain, waiting to push the price up higher at a low price, filling large buy orders to then push it up. And of course, I'm taking for granted the fact that, we are going to go into a parabolic super cycle here, where for the next few months, I do believe we are going to see things get very, very bullish. And this is one of those cryptocurrencies that I feel has a lot of potential. Even if we just get back to the high that we had in February, we can see that that's 100%, guys, 100% gains right here. And we have to keep in mind that VeChain is one of those coins that has not even come close to the high that it put in back in February. Ethereum has put in a new all-time high. The Bitcoin, guys, has put in a new all-time high here as well, right? We only had 64.9K. I'm sorry. Was it? I forget. No, this is not the all-time high. I'm sorry. We've come up to 66K and higher for Bitcoin, and we only came up to 65K during the last big run up in April. So VeChain has so much upward potential, and if things are going to get more parabolic than they did back in April, then we can expect even more than what happened back here in April, right? We could expect even more. In fact, if we just take a Fibonacci trend-based Fib extension, right, just to extrapolate here, right? Again, this is not financial advice in any way, but if we just do something like this, we can see that our one-to-one extension would be coming in at about 30 cents. If we hit the 1.618, that's about a 45-cent VeChain, which would give us about, a 200% increase, right? And if we hit the 2.2618, we're talking 70 cents. And guys, these things are super possible, right? We remember the last bull cycle. At the end, things went super parabolic. We could be talking 400% gains right here. I think that this coin has a lot of potential, and so I'm invested in it, right? I am simply invested in the coin. Now, another coin that I think has a lot of potential is good old SHIB. Okay, now SHIB is a meme coin, guys. SHIB is a meme coin. Let me get there to my SHIB chart. SHIB is a meme coin. And why do I think that SHIB has so much potential? Well, it's because it is, in fact, a meme coin. And these meme coins, they pump, right? And every time they pump, people say, oh, it's going to dump, it's going to dump, it's going to dump. And guess what? It never dumps, guys. It never dumps. Well, it does dump, but then we get more and more pumps. Remember what happened to Doge, right? Doge pumped. Everyone's like, oh, that's going back to zero. It went down a little bit, and then it pumped again. People are like, oh, it's going back to zero. It pumped, came down again. Everyone's like, oh, it's going back down to zero. It pumped all the way up almost to $1. Okay, SHIB right now is 0.00006 cents. All right, so for me, because it's available to trade on Bybit, because it's available to trade, I think, even on PHEMEX, I'm not totally sure about that, but it has access. People have access to it. A lot of these low cap coins, people don't have access to them. People like me, I can't get on Binance right now, and a lot of people don't know how to get on PancakeSwap or something like that. So if it's available to the common person on Coinbase, like SHIB is, it has a lot of potential. Now, look at this. Pump, consolidation. Pump, consolidation. What I am waiting for right now to get into SHIB is I want to see on at least on the 1 hour time frame, I would love to see a bullish divergence. So what I'm waiting for to get into my long on SHIB is I want to pull this fib from the high to the low. I want to come down to, I'm sorry, this is the fib I want. I want to come down to about 0.000055, right around that area. I think if we can come down to here and get one more dump down to here, and we can come up and get a bullish divergence on market cipher B, I'm expecting SHIB to have another pump. I am loaded up on SHIB, guys. I'm DCAing into SHIB. If I lose it, I lose it, right? If I lose it, I lose it. Again, this is not financial advice. You should never be investing more than you're willing to lose. But I see a lot of potential here for SHIB. We're currently finding some support on this point of control /382. I'd like to see us come down a little bit lower. Okay, another coin that I am very much so bullish on is ICP. Why am I bullish on ICP? Well, we can see ICP has been trading in this, we could call it a wedge type pattern right here, where we had this clear trend line that was our support, got flipped into resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It's been acting as our support down here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We're getting bullish divergences on the daily time frame, and we can clearly see we're consolidating. But not only are we consolidating, that's the cool thing about market cipher B. We can see money flow is coming up, which means money is coming into the asset as we are consolidating. And I do believe that we're going to break out of here. I've been loading up on ICP for a while since we came to the bottom of this trend line. I'm currently up quite a bit on my investment from the time we were down here. I'm up about 20%, give or take. And so, again, this is something that I am loading up on spot as well as leverage trading over on Bybit. By the way, if you guys do want to leverage trade these coins on Bybit, you can click the link in the description of the video. You can get a 1,600 or more deposit bonus. They have some new stuff going on for November. But the cool thing about leverage trading, guys, is you can risk a very, very, very little amount of money, leverage it up, and put a lot on the trade. For example, if you have $1,000 only, and you're like, it's just play money, I'm willing to lose it, you could 10x leverage it, and now you have $10,000, and you can make profits on your $10,000 instead of on your $1,000. Of course, it's riskier that way, but if you're only risking what you're willing to lose and you're using some good technical analysis, like the breakout of a falling wedge for an altcoin like this, you can do pretty well, guys. You can do pretty well. Again, not financial advice, right? Not at all financial advice. Okay, another coin that I am kind of bullish on these days is good old EOS, right? Good old EOS. Now, why am I so bullish on EOS? EOS is a coin I've been into for a long time, since the project first launched. I first heard about it on a YouTube channel that is no longer allowed to be on YouTube, and I had a lot of hope for this project that it would be a competitor for Ethereum. Now, keep in mind, this was right when EOS came out. That was, I think, in early 2017 with the ICO back in the day, right? I've been into EOS for a long time, so to say. Now, EOS, we can see that EOS has a history of being much higher than what it is now, right? Much higher than what it is now. Now, I know that the founder of EOS dipped out, right? And so it was very bearish for EOS, but then just in April, we pumped back up again to $14, right? $14, that's pretty crazy. We're chilling now at about $4, almost $5. And here's what I want to point out. The fact that if we get into EOS right now, we are buying in a zone that is historically the low, right? Historically the low. Right, from all the way back in 2018 all the way until now, this white box has been the low for EOS, meaning if you buy somewhere in this area, you're not going to go much lower than the bottom of this box. You're not going to go much higher than the top of this box, which basically means if you're accumulating in this box, we have a lot of upward potential and we have very, very little downward potential. And when we're looking at investing in things in general, we want to find things that have a lot of upward potential with very little downward potential. Okay, something else that makes me bullish about EOS is the fact that we have seen money come out of the asset on the daily time frame. We have seen money come into the asset on the daily time frame. We have seen a massive bearish divergence on the daily time frame, and yet the price stays the same. Okay, what this tells me is that people, larger players, are accumulating this coin to pump it up, that the price will pump. And if we are going to head into a super cycle, when I say super cycle, I mean a parabolic end of this bull run before we get a blow off top, which historically has happened, right? We're just going off past data and stuff like that. Then I think that this coin has a lot of potential to pump. And if we just come back to the high that we had in 2018, that's almost 300%. If we surpass that high, which is very, very likely, again, we're looking at hundreds and hundreds of percent. And so again, this is a coin that I am holding on spot. I've got a bit on spot. I am leverage trading it as well. And yeah, so those are the 5 coins that I am super, super bullish on for the month of November. I think there's a lot of potential for these coins. And again, none of this is financial advice. Okay. If you guys want to learn how to trade, how I trade, you can check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident trader. It'll go through everything that I know about technical analysis, how I trade Bitcoin, altcoins, and all that kind of good stuff. If you want to get into the VIP Discord, where I post my technical analysis updates, as well as potential trade setups, as well as a thriving community of traders, all in here to help each other make money, you could check out patreon.com/JasonCasper. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to like the video. God bless everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.